And turn over.
It is crazy and surreal to be on the set. What was really funny is when I got here, the person who was with me just kind of went, "Welcome to your imagination." And it was like, oh my gosh, you're right, but this is better than my imagination.
And we're set. Background action.
It's incredible to see the streets of Bath brought back 200 years or more to Regency times, and all these people in these gorgeous costumes and hair. It's amazing. I usually don't have a face in mind when I write. I kind of leave it more to people's imagination. When I saw the actors, I was like, well, of course. That's him, that's her, there we go. That's of course how it is. And in fact, I just wrote a book. It's a prequel, and so some of these main characters were kids, and I actually asked one of the actors to send me his baby picture, and he did. So now I've got like this picture of baby Colin, so when I write him, he looks just like baby Luke. Everybody's just bringing these characters to life in ways that are so special and just fabulous to watch.
And playing Eloise, you created Eloise, so there's always a bit that there's a part of me that wants to be like, is this okay? Is this what you had in mind? Or is it not okay and you wish it was someone else?
No, it's perfect. And
that's good.
And especially for like Eloise, because I was telling you, like, Eloise in many ways has more of me than anyone else. Like that whole speaking without actually thinking ahead of time and then being like, oh, I probably shouldn't have said that.
Turns out Claudia's a lot like you then as well.
Okay, all right. Well then,
got a lot in common with both of us.
We're besties now. So how many books ahead have you read? Have you read all through to Eloise's book? Okay.
Yeah.
So you know what she's going to get up to.
I know everything.
There's this thing that writers call the info dump, which is where basically you have to dump all this expository information and trying to make it not clunky. So I thought, well, if I have a gossip columnist, it's her job to dump all the information, so by definition it won't be clunky. So I did that, and I was like, oh, this is kind of clever. Well, now I can have the characters talking about wondering who she is, and that was the birth of Lady Whistledown.
Have we taken a shot of Julia's earrings? Have we had a little moment to appreciate this incredible... Look at this. Look at this.
I know next time I come back, I'm having custom earrings made for all the people.
Oh.
Action.
I kind of joke that I have like this very broad and shallow knowledge of the time period. So as I'm writing, little things will come up that I want to research. For example, I had one book where somebody made a joke about Little Bo Peep. And then all of a sudden I thought, oh my gosh, what's the earliest known reference of Little Bo Peep? I don't know. So it turns out Little Bo Peep is mentioned in Shakespeare. So I was like, okay, I'm good. I mean, obviously there are things that happen in the plot that wouldn't work in modern day. I mean, you don't have to marry someone because you get caught in a room alone with them anymore. But in terms of the actual characters, I do try to give them, thoughts and dreams and emotions that people today can relate to, yearnings of trying to maybe break free of what your family expects you to be. I think everybody wants to find someone to love, which is really what they're all about. And so I hope that people can relate to the characters. I think almost any writer, if you ask them why are you a writer, it's because they like to read. And I was just this kid who, I would walk home from school and the public library was on the way home, and I would stop in and check out books and bring them home, and then a week later I'd do the same thing, and I've always been a reader. And so I think it just kind of naturally went toward being a writer. And in fact, I actually went to medical school briefly. I got my first writing deal the same month I got into medical school, and then I put off medical school for a couple years. Then I had like a big panic attack because all my friends were getting graduate degrees, and I thought, oh, I better, this may not work out, I better become a doctor. And so I did that for about 2 months and was like, no, and went back to writing and haven't looked back, and it's just been great. When I first got the call that, Shondaland was interested in adapting, I mean, it's Shondaland. So, they said, well, are you going to demand creative control? And I was like, I'm not telling Shonda Rhimes how to do television. And then it just kept getting better. I mean, first it was Shondaland, and then it was Netflix, and then it was Julie Andrews. And I kept thinking, this can't possibly keep getting better. And it just does. It's just, everything about this production has just been top notch. I can't get over the costumes and the carriages, and they let me actually climb on a carriage earlier today, and it was so much fun. It's so cool. Well, I'd like to think that books and film can be complementary, and I hope that people will watch it and want to read the books and want to read other books in the genre and maybe lead to adaptations of other novelists as well.
Turn over. Okay, camera set. And action.